No, mine. Candy. Eat it. Mine's a dad tax on any food delivered to kids. So like donuts have a bite out of it because there's a dad tax. Hello, this is Josh Robb from Hixon Zuercher Capital Management, bringing you the November economic update. I hope October went well for you. If you're like my household, you have a candy inspection process. Now mine has gotten a little stricter over the years. This year there was an increase in the candy tax, so I end up with a larger pile of candy each year, but I'm not complaining. Speaking of October, it was a great time in the market. The S&P 500 was up 2%, the Dow was up 0.5%, and the NASDAQ was up 3.7%. So overall, it was a great time for investors. In other news, the Federal Reserve had their third rate cut for the year. What this did was allow them to bring it back to what it was prior to 2018 when they had raised it 3 times. So they've cut it 3 times in 2019. The Federal Chair, Powell, announced that this should be appropriate for the foreseeable future, so he's not anticipating any more movements unless something economically changes. On October 11th, the Chinese and the U.S. government have reached a preliminary agreement for federal trade talks. They're in what they call phase 1 of the agreements. The anticipation is they'll have something sometime this month and with something to sign hopefully by the end of the year. This should help ease on some of the concerns in the economy as this trade war has been looming and there's some increases coming up in the future. With about 70% of earnings released so far, the earnings report for companies here in the United States have an earnings beat rate of about 76%. This is above what we've seen in the last couple quarters, so this is good news for companies and for the overall economy here in the United States. Companies are seeing good profits, and that's translating to good earnings for investors. And finally, in the job market, we had the 128,000 new net jobs reported, which was well above the expectation of 85,000 jobs, which is also important to note that this was during the GM strike. So those were very solid numbers coming for our economy. We are really excited about that and are looking forward to the end of this year. We're not seeing or anticipating any major changes, but again, who knows the future? We do not have a crystal ball. So if you have any questions, please give us a call at 419-425-2400. This is Josh Robb from Hixon Zuercher Capital Management, wishing you a good rest of November.